Doctor Who was never a Time Lord. Doctor Who was never a Time Lord. Doctor Who was never a Time Lord. Doctor Who, the French sci-fi institution that's been enraging fans and baffling newcomers since 1963. From spreading anti-alien propaganda to gassing up problematic historical figures to the occasional cheeky bit of genocide, the Doctor has done it all. But let's take a moment to pause and revel in the fact that despite what the show has been telling us for decades, the Doctor was never a Time Lord. Do we have your attention? Good, let's dive in. The early episodes of Doctor Who were more concerned with educational adventures and historical accuracy than bone-crushingly deep lore. The Doctor was simply a mysterious traveller with an advanced time machine he couldn't use properly and a granddaughter he was more than happy to abandon in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Time Lords were depicted as a stagnant, highly advanced society obsessed with rules and non-interference that probably smelled of Werther's originals and piss. The Doctor, of course, was the black sheep of this particular family, the one who'd run away to explore the universe. The transformation from a mysterious traveller to a rebellious Time Lord added layers to the Doctor's character, but also muddied the waters of his origin. The 1996 TV movie featuring the 8th Doctor, played by Stephen McGann's brother, introduced the controversial idea that the Doctor might be half human. This revelation was largely ignored in later episodes because fans hated it and immediately threw a massive wobbly. But what we're interested in is how it adds another twist to the already convoluted narrative. Was the Doctor a Time Lord with a bit of human DNA thrown in for good measure, or was it just a throwaway line meant to confuse us even more? Speaking of confusing, the 7th Doctor, portrayed by international menace to ferrets Sylvester McCoy, was part of a grand narrative arc known as the Cartmel Master Plan. The plan suggested that the Doctor was a significant figure in Time Lord history, possibly even one of its founders. While the idea wasn't fully explored due to the show being cancelled by Michael Gray, the bastard, it laid the groundwork for future retcons and mysteries. Speaking of laying the groundwork for future retcons and mysteries, the most recent and controversial retcon and mystery came with the 13th Doctor, portrayed by Jodie Whittaker. The episode The Timeless Children revealed that the Doctor is the Timeless Child, a being from another dimension with infinite regenerative abilities. This bombshell upended the established lore, suggesting that the Doctor was not originally a Time Lord, but rather the source of their regenerative powers. The fans hated it and immediately threw a massive wobbly. Over the years, the Doctor's origin story has been subjected to numerous retcons and revisions, each adding new layers of headache-inducing insanity and pointless arguing. So what's the real answer? And here we come to the twist you've all been waiting for. When Doctor Who first hit the airwaves in 1963, the concept of the Doctor as a renegade member of a race of piss-smelling space aristocrats or an infinitely regenerating timeless bebe were barely a glint in the milkman's nutsack. Back then, the Doctor, played by William Hot Lips Hartnell, was just an enigmatic old git with a time-travelling box and a punch-out for getting into trouble, and Susan, his granddaughter, just a typical teenage girl from the future. So, there you have it. The truth behind the Doctor's origin uncovered. So, for the next time someone starts getting weirdly insistent about Doctor Who lore, just remind them that everything made after the Space Pirates is fan fiction. And if you feel like punishing yourself with more of this absolute nonsense, check out this video about just how many versions of the 9th Doctor there have been. Here's a hint, there's more than 5.